Joy Behar calls her a 10. I mean, how dare she objectify a woman with a sexist rating system, but it's such a typical thing from a 1.5.
Well said.
The motives stink worse than Joy Behar's jog bra. I mean, assuming she jogs. Oh, wait, there she is. She has a point. Maybe I am obsessed, but some people are obsessed with Bigfoot, and they don't get to see him on TV every afternoon. And if they did, could they tell the two apart? I don't know.
Greg never had to shout. His expressions did all the work. With a series of biting remarks, he turned Joy's trademark confidence into something that resembled a personal crisis. Then there was Tyrus, staying calm and collected, barely reacting as he delivered ruthless zingers like he was dismantling a persona one shot at a time. It didn't feel like playful back and forth, it was more like a comedic takedown.
It's not even that. In The View, you don't need to find Trumpers. You need to fire your race baiters.
Yeah.
You need to fire the two races. You've had people. You had a McCain on there. You've had people on there before, and you ran them off. So the racist ones who want to stick to this, Whoopi and Sonny, and the, was it Bette Midler? What's her name? Yeah, broke-ass Bette Midler. Fire them and bring people in. Maybe you could get McCain to come back. She was a Republican, but every show and every break, she was nearly in tears.
It all happened live. Tyrus didn't need to shout, his punchlines landed like bricks. Gutfeld, on the other hand, launched quips so sharp they didn't just sting, they peeled away Joy's long-worn armor of self-importance. Let's be honest, she's been perched on daytime TV's shaky pedestal for years, untouchable in her curated echo chamber. But no one warned her about this ambush. This wasn't outrage or cancel culture coming for her. It was something colder and funnier. It was precision comedy with a sniper's aim. Not loud, but revealing. Not angry, but surgical. It cut through canned laughter and well-worn narratives with pinpoint sarcasm. Gutfeld's timing? Impeccable. He mocked Joy's every word like he'd spent weeks training for it in a comedy dojo. Meanwhile, Tyrus sat back, calm and amused, sipping her discomfort like his favorite brew. And that's when the tone shifted. Joy wasn't laughing anymore. Because when the room stops laughing with you and starts laughing at you, the cracks in the throne show. This wasn't just another live segment. It was a quiet takedown, relentless, unapologetic, and long overdue. No fireworks. No shouting match. Just the slow, unmistakable sound of a legacy unraveling.
Joy Behar accused Elon Musk of being pro-apartheid, but then begged him afterwards not to sue. Musk lawyers have yet to comment because they're still checking to see if it's legal to sue a cow.
Shots fired.
Just a legal question. I don't know why it's so upsetting. I don't make the rules in this country.
This wasn't a debate, it was a takedown delivered with silence and precision. And the best part? Joy wasn't even present when it happened, which made the hit land even harder. Gutfeld didn't need to say her name. He didn't have to. The way he painted the target, everyone instantly knew who he meant. He nailed the archetype with pinpoint accuracy, the loud, self-important daytime personality who sits on a velvet throne, wine glass in hand, pretending to represent the everyday person, despite probably never having filled their own gas tank. It wasn't just commentary, it was a reality check disguised as satire.
The feral monsters of The View say they've never heard of you-know-who. True, the show that makes mornings hell claim that my name doesn't ring a bell. It's time for...
Our view on The View. Ugh.
Yeah, the witch's coven finally shows me some lovin'. Yesterday on The View, yours truly was the subject of conversation. Apparently the broads have no idea who I am, or so they say.
If Joy Behar isn't the embodiment of the description, then gravity must be fiction. Gutfeld didn't hold back, but he didn't need volume to land his blows. Every line was delivered with surgical timing, wrapped in satire sharp enough to sting without ever needing to say her name. Then Tyrus stepped in, the perfect finisher. No theatrics, no noise, just that cold, measured stare straight into the camera, like he was asking America one brutally simple thing: are you really still giving her airtime? His pauses hit harder than most people's rants. While Joy performs for crowds that cheer on cue like it's second nature, Tyrus and Gutfeld were playing chess in a room full of checkers, dismantling her persona calmly, efficiently, and without even sending an invitation. This wasn't some off-the-cuff roast. It was a precision strike, a comedy routine engineered to strip away the facade, one cutting line at a time.
Gutfeld talks about you all the time.
Who is he? Really, who is he?
I don't watch the show.
He has a show.
I don't watch the
never
show.
heard of him.
Yeah.
I guess he's just obsessed with me.
No. Next, Joy's going to say she's never heard of carbs. Seriously, her denial of knowing me is as believable as her red hair. But obsession? I mean, come on, Joy. Where would you even get that idea? Like Joy Behar's face, it's looking worse and worse by the day. More full of crap than Joy Behar after a night of scotch and Taco Bell. Her being named Joy is like me being named ugly. Joy wasn't there on the show. Apparently Mondays are her days off when she feeds in the pasture. It now smells like a humid day inside
Joy Behar wasn't trending because of something she said. She was trending because two guys laughed her right out of relevance while she wasn't even in the room to see it. And yet, somehow, she remained the focal point, even without being present. Let's take a step back and really look at what's happening here. Joy Behar's career is essentially a blooper reel of misguided outrage, off-the-wall opinions, and takes so out of touch with reality they make science fiction seem plausible. She's the type of person who dominates every conversation, insists on delivering unsolicited rants about world affairs while mispronouncing countries, and fumbles through everything like she's reading from a cereal box. She drifts in her own little bubble, speaking in absolutes and demanding applause like it's her lifeline, like without it, she might just fall apart. That's where Gutfeld flipped the whole situation. He didn't shout back or get into a battle. Instead, he laughed, just grinned, raised an eyebrow, and let the humor do the heavy lifting. No yelling, no political lectures, just cold, sharp comedy that tore down her entire persona piece by piece. He didn't come to argue, he came to reveal. It wasn't a fight, it was a wrecking ball disguised as a punchline. And Joy? She still thinks she's in charge, like the band leader on a sinking cruise ship. The water's already up to her knees, everyone's jumped off, and she's still conducting as if the show must go on. That's the delusion. Gutfeld and Tyrus didn't need to go head-to-head. They just flipped the camera on, pointed it at the mess, and let reality speak for itself.
Oh, this is what elitists do who can't, like, if you don't know who someone is, how did you know to automatically hate him? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, that's how fake and full of she is. Gutfeld, never heard of him. Don't like him. Why? Cause why? That's why I just turned to one of my kids. Cause why?
Yeah.
Cause I don't know who he is. Never heard of him at all in my entire life. But why? Cause I don't know. Because they are the last TV show to talk about high turnover. Mm-hmm. We've been rolling 3 steady for a long time.
Yeah.
We don't take breaks in the commercial to get away from each other. Well, that's what the drinking's for.
Yes.
Megan McCain, how'd that go?
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell, or any of these previous fellow employees? Because one of the things they said was that no one walks away from money. Right?
Yeah.
So they got people running away.
They call it The View, but what was once a daytime talk show has turned into full-blown theater for politically confused drama addicts. It's not a discussion anymore, it's chaotic performance art, where facts take a backseat to overreactions. What used to be debate now plays like a live-action Twitter meltdown, with each host trying to outdo the other in eye rolls, outbursts, and headline-grabbing antics. Meanwhile, Gutfeld doesn't even enter the arena. He's the guy on the rooftop, coffee in hand, watching the spectacle like it's a bad soap stuck on repeat. You can almost see the disbelief in his expression. How is this still on air? Then, without breaking a sweat, he drops a sharp comedy bit that pops the illusion that The View ever held any moral credibility. He's not roasting Joy Behar, he's dismantling the concept of Joy Behar, no theatrics, no shouting, just a raised eyebrow and a perfectly timed pause. That's the core of Gutfeld's approach, quiet, precise, and devastating. Tyrus, on the other hand, is a silent force. While Joy needs applause, dramatic music, and backup to make a point land, Tyrus delivers half a sentence and lets the silence say the rest. The message is unmistakable. Joy Behar's relevance ran out several controversies ago. And there's something unintentionally hilarious about watching someone demand to be taken seriously while acting like a caricature of their own narrative.
Problem is that you have to go after the racist people, and if the CEO goes, you know what, I'm not going to allow a woman on my show or man that will go after white America and talk about them like dogs. That doesn't represent our ideals or values for anyone. And get rid of those people, and this will clear up real quick. So do you have to actually look in the mirror and clean up your own backyard and get the racist people out? Because that's who you allowed in. You allowed black racist on TV who could just go all day and say anything about white people. And I guess lo and behold, they forgot that there's a lot of people at home, white people at home during the day that are not watching your show anymore. So just clean it up.
Yeah, she speaks with the confidence of a tenured professor, but delivers facts like someone who skipped half of civics class. Her presence is loud, her delivery clumsy, and her sense of direction, intellectually speaking, totally off course. She doesn't win over the audience with insight or originality, she wins with noise. The applause she thrives on doesn't come from earned laughter, it comes from blind allegiance. The audience isn't laughing because something's funny, they're reacting because it's expected. Meanwhile, Gutfeld and Tyrus are playing a different game entirely. They don't rely on volume or scripts, they hit with authentic humor. The kind that sneaks up on you. The kind you don't see coming until someone holds up a mirror to something absurd and you can't unsee it. Joy, by contrast, needs a script and a cheering section. She performs like she's waving from a balcony, convinced she's still adored by the masses, while the crowd quietly moves on. Gutfeld and Tyrus? They're not shouting her down, they're calmly watching her fade, offering punchlines from a distance sharper than any argument she could muster.